Okay, so I think we have to kill these 2 tendrils first.
You're right.
For some reason, my realm time is saying 5:47.
Yeah, let's kill some tendrils.
I love that.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, sucked into one.
And apparently the floor
red goo
messes
is,
up.
Yeah, that hurts a little.
Yeah, if you can get out of it, that would be a good thing.
The red goo is reminiscent of the red goo we'll see later, by the way.
I have to swap my talents.
Anybody else get pet not attacking?
Yeah, I think I had to dismiss some and then resummon. I guess it must be routing through the doorway.
Hi, Charity.
And Fafford pulls.
I forgot to.
All right. Okay. So I assume everybody got a look at the video.
Yep.
And read the document.
Yep.
All right. Well, we're gonna go. Yeah, I'll throw marks down here in just a second.
Shall I throw the cauldron down now?
Yeah, go ahead.
I need assist though.
You should have it.
If you have a cyst, you should get that removed.
Cauldron will be to the right of the food. They work the same as Legion. There's 30 in the cauldron.
Thanks, Tap.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
I can't see it.
Yeah, what's it
It's
called?
right. It's like actually it's kind of cool. It's in like this wooden thing.
He came up as
It's a mystical, the mystical flask.
Yeah, someone.
That is really
Mystical
cool.
cauldron.
There's a mage standing in it, I think. So it's right there.
Yep, there you
I
go.
thought you were going to use triangle, Ghibli, so I was trying to pick the one that wouldn't be used.
No, it's all right. Okay, so and I don't think it's really super necessary. I'll throw a skull over there for the boss. Okay, so with this fight, it's essentially it's a 3-phase fight. The first phase, we're going to be dealing with plasma discharge. That's going to be the big key to this fight. Plasma discharge is a debuff that's going to be get on you, and what's going to happen is you're going to drop after a few seconds or so, you'll drop a pool of red goop. All right, now what we want to do is drop the red goop over here by the red X as much as possible. If this area gets too filled up and we don't have any more room, then our backup area will be over by the purple triangle over there. So now the red goop will make a pool of about 5 yards or so. Try and overlap it or even stack it if you have like a mage might be able to ice block or something and step into it just before it drops off and drop it on top of another pool. The more consolidated we make those pools, the better off we are.
And he meant the diamond, not the triangle, but that's...
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Purple diamond. Yeah, my bad. So anyway, after a bit, the boss is going to take his weapon and he's going to throw his weapon at one of the tanks. The tanks are going to run over to one of the pools, like one of the areas where the pools are. And when the weapon hits, it'll clear out some of the red goop that's on the floor. Now, once that weapon's on the floor, don't get between the boss and the weapon, because later on the boss is going to charge over there and grab his weapon, and if he does and he hits you, it's going to do a massive amount of damage. So just don't be between the boss and his weapon where it's laying on the floor. After that, okay, after we fight him for a little bit, and he gets to 60% health, dealing with that stuff, the whole platform here, as we're standing, like you can see the edge of the platform, like right here, it's going to start dropping. It's an elevator, okay? Once it starts dropping, we have to kind of look over the edge down below, because there's going to be these beams that come through called defensive beams, and they're below this, and the platform's just going to lower down between the beam or through the beams, and the beams will come up through the floor. but you can see them if you look around the edge of the floor. Now watch out though, because you can fall off. So don't just run off the edge. You'll just fall off to your death. During that time, there's going to be some volatile droplets that are going to spawn. Lorelei, if you could help with that, maybe, and other players, because basically they're going to spawn from the boss, who's going to hopefully be in the middle of the platform, and they're going to target a player and start slowly marching towards that player. The only way to get rid of them is to touch them, and that makes them burst. But when you touch it, it knocks you back 5 yards. So you want to intercept them close to the boss in the center, not out here near the edge, because we're going to be all stacked up as a group. And if somebody gets hit with the little ad right here, it'll throw us all off the edge of the platform, and then that's going to be a wipe.
Sorry to interrupt.
I did think that was a.
Can you not kill them before they reach the group? DPS?
We might be able to, but from what I saw, you just should intercept them.
Okay. And do you not want a tank to do that?
A tank could do it. It's just somebody has to touch
it's a
them.
lot of fire damage getting hit by it. It's like 56k.
Yeah, like from what I understand, as long as your health is up or you've got a shield or whatever kind of thing, you can handle it as just as a DPS or anybody else. But they just need to be intercepted before they get to the group.
Sounds good.
Because they do a knockback.
We have 6 healers. Is that too much for this group?
We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Maybe, maybe not.
We have no idea.
All right, so I don't know what the okay.
It's probably we're probably heals heavy based on the number we have right now, but that's okay right now.
We can also throw DPS. I mean, we can throw DPS stuff.
So, all right. Now we're gonna fight the boss during that time, and the whole group is gonna move together. Here I will tag myself with a triangle, so try and stay centered on the triangle. I'll be moving around, avoiding the red goop. We'll kind of go counterclockwise around the platform, dodging the red goop, moving over, intercepting the ads, and dodging the beams.
I hate it when people come late.
I'll try and call the beams. I'll try and keep an eye out underneath the platform.
Because now she missed the entire...
I'll try and move into a safe spot every time.
What we're doing.
As best I can. So if you try and get on top of the green triangle, unless I really screw it up.
After this poll, yes.
We'll all be dead. Anyway, okay, so when we get to the bottom of the platform, because we'll see the bottom coming up, it's a really good idea to jump off the platform onto the edge down below, just as we get to the bottom. Because if you don't, you'll get stunned just as we reach the bottom of the platform. Basically, once we're down there, phase 3 is exactly like phase 1, and the volatile droplets will continue to spawn from phase 2 while we're going down the elevator. And we just have to burn the boss down at that time. I'm thinking that we are going to hero at the bottom. I think that would probably be our best bet, is to hero when we get to the bottom down there and we're having to deal with both the ads and the boss.
Just have sixes throw one up after we wipe the first time.
Remember, we still have to put like the things. I don't know if I assume the mark will go down with us, but
I mean, it depends on if you've actually got it on the floor.
I think I do.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like it's on the elevator.
It's on the elevator. I don't know if the mark will go with us, but that's where I want you to
find out on the
still.
Yeah.
We sure will. We'll find out the first time the elevator goes down. So that's it. Are there any questions before we get started?
Well, cookies are a great idea.
Hey guys, I just want to say one thing. Thanks everybody for coming and getting your gear level to 330 or above. Really appreciate it.
I just want to ask something. Are we on Mythic?
Yes.
No.
Okay, just checking.
Right. Yeah.
Damn it.
They already did that.
Oh, jeez. Somebody then.
Just checking.
Cookies, please, 6s.
Yeah, they're up. They're up. They're up. They're right there.
And here's fresh mage table.
Are we excited for further night? Yep.
Heck yeah.
Charity, how much longer you got?
So what?
Oh, till your baby's born.
One in the oven.
Till the child comes out of me?
Yeah.
December 28th is the due date.
Okay. My niece just had hers today.
Congratulations.
7-pound baby boy. So we're great uncles and aunt. Not grandparents, just great uncles.
Right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Looks like everyone's ready. Like I said, we'll hero at the bottom. Good luck, everybody. Don't forget to pre-pot.
Oh, yeah. I don't have any pots. Oh, I guess I got my old ones.
Not liking this camera angle.
Yeah, it's a small room.
Beware.
Watch these as they come out.
Run away, little girl.
All right, he's gonna throw it. All right, take your goop over to red during this time, since he's got that over there. Or take it over to the diamond, rather. Get out of there.
Yeah, that's why he said purple, because that's where his weapon's at. He's going to run to it, so we'll alternate where we're putting the puddles. For right now, just keep putting them at red.
Yeah, keep stacking them up over there as best you can.
Beware. Four, three, two, one. Run away, little girl. Run away.
All right, for now, take your red goop over to the diamond until he has picked up his weapon.
When's the phase?
60% health. We're almost it's supposed to be 60% health.
I was going to say, he's at
He started
38.
at a lower set of health.
Did he?
Yeah.
All right, take to the.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
So, oh, they're right in the
There he
group.
goes. He switched
Adjust.
phases.
All right, we got purple. We got red all over us at the moment.
That
So,
happens fast.
all right, stack over on. Oh, we're gonna stack over there. Okay.
I was just getting away.
All right, kill. Watch out for that. The ads.
You
They're
can't,
still
you
dropping
can't damage
blood,
the boss
guys.
at all. You have to get the ads. The boss takes like 99% reduced damage.
I'm not seeing any defensive beams right now.
Yeah, I haven't either.
From what I understood, there were none in normal.
Is it not? Is that a heroic only?
Yeah.
I can look down the shaft and not see any.
Yeah. All right. Well, then we don't have to worry about the beams.
One beams.
No, beams are coming.
Oh wait, yeah, there's one that's about to come across the middle.
There is?
It's
Yeah,
a
I
little
don't think it's
ad.
supposed to be.
There's no beam. Just
Yeah.
don't bring him.
Ad.
Yeah, because my big wigs is giving me the warning for it.
Yeah, but there's no beams visible down there. I'm looking.
Yeah, we're almost down.
There's just a ad with a little beam to a person. Maybe that's what they talked about.
Well, if you look on the walls, you can see little swirly balls. I think that's where the beams would.
Don't we have to jump off here in a sec?
We're not quite there yet. We're almost there. Get ready to jump off.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
a little
Whoa.
late.
Well, we got
That was weird.
Hero
That was a
now.
bug. Yeah, we're gonna hero now.
Finish the ads. Yeah.
Yeah, finish the ads first.
Get away from the floor.
God, people are putting blood
Our
all over.
markers are gone. I'm gonna put up a new mark.
Beware.
You see, yeah, it's killing.
Pretty much just used hero on ad.
2, 1. Run away, little girl.
That's fine. We need to get rid of those ads, but
Ooh, we might need to pick them up.
Oh yeah, the small ads keep spawning.
Beware. 4, 3, 2, 1. Run away, little girl. Run away.
Okay, we got 2 B-res.
Healers are mostly all owned.
Yep. I know I am.
Don't let the ads hit you.
Still doing good. Hold it together, guys.
If at all possible, try and stand in their green circles.
Here.
4, 3, 2, 1.
But
Yeah,
not with the debuff.
but you got to get the red out.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
He's gonna clear a big spot.
Well, that didn't do much. Holy shit.
Yeah, I think they fixed the whole it doesn't cover enough in the last phase.
Yeah, that blood stuff is crazy.
It's everywhere.
Get it out.
15%.
Oh, jelly! God damn it!
Red out.
There.
You gotta wait till it all drops off before you come back.
Overlap as much as you can.
Hunters, you have turtle, you can immune it, I think.
4, you're gonna want to move. I'm going where you're gonna be.
Okay, yeah.
My rallying's up.
3, 2, 1. Run away, little girl. Run away.
Oh, there you go.
We need some.
There we go. 8%. Keep it up.
Do you want us to bring someone up?
If you got
Yeah.
mana, go ahead. I don't care who, just...
Get
if you
Mirma
can-
up
There you go.
and get Lorelei up.
She's not in range. Now I got her.
Actually getting battle res.
5%.
Yeah, true.
Okay, we're gonna run the boss of the water elemental, so you should be fine where you are.
We got him. That's it.
Get the red out.
4, 3,
2%.
1.
1%. Almost 1% anyway.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
And good job, everybody.
Except we all got tossed into the blood.
Nice! Yeah, I know.
What we could work on getting better at on that fight is making sure we keep that bottom floor as clear as possible.
Yeah, we'll have to look.
Trinket too.
We'll have to look and see if dropping the red, is it more than one drop?
Yes.
Okay, so you want to drop and then move a little and then drop. Yeah, I mean, what I saw was people just running around like a chicken, just dropping it everywhere.
Yeah, I kind of did that, and I apologize.
Yeah, no, that's all right. It's first time, and that's fine. Hey, we got it down.
And first time, first kill. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Good job, guys.
Yeah. Sure.
All
I
right.
assume there's nothing to be traded.
I will say it anyway. Link gear if you don't need it.
Hey,
I got the trinket, Jabooey!
Awesome. I wish I got the trinket.
Yeah.
rolled
So
for
we're
it.
gonna bring one more DPS in. Give us a closet and. Yep. Okay.
We got it.
Yep.
Where do you get
I got
token?
gloves.
You get the tokens from the dude in the transmogrifier
Yeah.
room. In
You only
town,
get
he's on the left-hand side.
2 a week,
There's
right?
Two per week
Yeah.
is what the limit is right now.
2, so really important not to waste them.
I used one on the 370 boss, the Doom guy, and then I just used my second one.
And I think if you buy it with gold, the first one's 2,000, the next one's 5,000.
Resources aren't bad though.
Yeah.
for it.
I wonder why mine was 6.
Well, I'm just going off of what I thought it was. I thought my first one, I just did it once. So
Should have been 2 and 5.
That's
for
what I thought.
The bonus rolls.
Huh.
But the week,
I was thinking 6 was awfully high.
it's only like
Could be
500 resources if you.
Yeah, it's not. The resources aren't too bad.
Yeah, I didn't have any at the time. I bought it before I went over
Tress showed
to
up
Chiragar for
Yep, we're getting
Yep.
some thrashing crags.
We have to save this dwarf once again.
I just was not watching that direction.
Ouch.
Yay.
How?
Yeah,
We
this
could
trash.
release you be right here.
Yeah, I just wasn't expecting that
He's
direction.
still working. I think
Yeah.
more's gonna come.
There's a rot fuse now.
Oh yeah. They're coming in from the room over there. All right.
Yeah, he said,
Yeah.
"Can you
Bunch
take
of
care of
stuff.
this while I work on this or whatever?" And now we gotta save.
Yeah,
him.
he's always asking that. You know.
If you res, you'll be right in the same room.
Yeah, I can't imagine it's very far. I mean, we walked 10 feet to get in this room in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, it's right there.
The trash just keeps spawning.
For a
Is it,
while until he gets
oh.
done.
Okay. It's not like a gauntlet that you have to keep going, or.
No, it
it's
is.
like wave defense.
It's just more waves of it until he says he's done, I assume.
There, it's open.
Oh, he's done. Okay. And here's Mother.
Oh my god.
That's an interesting.
Mother!
Mother, may I?
Okay,
Well,
so
at least I got to know what the acronym stood for.
Can I get put down, please?
all right, so yeah, this particular fight, it's going to be a little interesting. We're going to do the best we can with calling it out. I'll try and divide people up. I'm going to cover things first, and then we'll divide people up, and we'll go from there. Okay, fight takes place in 3 chambers. All right, these blue walls here behind Mother, those are the defense grids. When you pass through the defense grid, you do raid-wide damage to literally everybody. There's no getting around it, and you will spawn an ad in the next room. Okay, so that's why we only go through in staggered groups. We won't go through all at once. If we all tried to just run right through the door, we just wipe through it. So let's see here. The things we're going to be dealing with in each room, and it's the same in each room. The first thing is the tanks will deal with sanitize, which the boss will try and hit them with a cone. They're going to try and aim it away. By the way, you can't shoot through the defense grid, so don't bother trying to kill ads on the other side of the grid. If you're on this side, you attack Mother. If you're on that side, you attack ads. And the ads are going to be like globule things again. All right, so in this room, we'll have Purifying Flame. And what that's going to do is it's going to put an orange swirly under most of the players. And you're just going to need to move away from other players. Gives yourself a little space, about 3 yards. It's not very big. Just get yourself a little bit of space away from other players. It'll drop off you. It puts a spot on the floor, run out of it, and then that's good. Everybody should be able to do that and avoid it. It's not too big a deal. Next up, we're going to get Wind Tunnel. Now, Wind Tunnel, what it's going to do is from either the left or right-hand side of the room, it's going to blow us across the room. And let's say it starts on the left, it'll blow us towards the right, and over on the right-hand side, that wall will be flame. Later, and then it alternates. So then later, the wind will come from the right and blow us towards the left. So once the wind comes out and blows us towards one of the sides, hang out on the side that the fire was on, across the center, and it'll just make it easier for the next time the wind comes up.
It alternates back and forth.
Yeah, it goes left,
okay.
left, right, left, right, left, right. Yep.
I wasn't sure if it was random which side it shows.
Yep. And then, okay, so what's going to happen is we're going to be attacking the boss. And as we do, the boss is going to be building up energy. When she hits 100% energy, she's going to put out this cleansing purge that's going to kill everybody who is still in this area when the cleansing purge goes off. So we need everybody going across before that. So basically what's going to happen is we're going to send players across 3 at a time through the defense grid into the next zone and try to get them all over there before she gets 100% energy. I don't know exactly what the pacing is yet. We haven't tried this before, so we're going to have to figure that out. In the other room, those ads that spawn, the remnants of corruptions that spawn, they need to be interrupted. They cast a spell called Clinging Corruption, puts a raid-wide dot on players. Anybody who can interrupt you, they need to be interrupted as much, preferably every time. So that's pretty much why we're sending melee first. They tend to have shorter interrupts. So yeah, make sure you interrupt those guys on the other side. Then basically, now in the second chamber, it's just like the first chamber, except for we're also going to get the Uldir defensive beams. Now what that is we're going to get a group of lines that show up behind the boss. I think they're behind the boss, or they on the side. I'm not sure whether they're on the side or behind the boss. In any case, there's going to be one gap in the beam, and it's pretty obvious when you see them. There's only like one, like one gap. It's going to look like there's space between the beams, but there's not really space between the beams. Don't try and sneak through between the beams where the gap isn't at. Everybody needs to get in line where the gap is at. The beams will slide through the room. Everybody who's in the gap will be clear.
The gap is a circle, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's kind of a circle.
If it comes from the ceiling, there will be a bunch of little circles on the floor. If it comes from the walls, it'll just be there will be a beam missing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It may only be in heroic, but from what I understood, there will be circles on the floor if it's one that comes from the ceilings. Stand in the circles if it's coming from the ceiling. If it's coming from the walls, go to the one where the beam's missing. You cannot fit between the beams, even if it looks like you can.
Right.
Just go to
it doesn't matter if you're gnome or whatever. You won't fit. You'll get hit, and you'll.
Nobody's that skinny.
Nope. All right. So that's the only new thing in the second chamber. And we will continue to transfer people through the same order as the first set into the third chamber after we get into there. And like I said, it's going to start pretty soon. I'm going to start fairly early sending people over because we have to get everybody through. So I'm not sure what the total speed is on that energy, but we're going to learn it as we go. Okay.
How are you going to do that? You calling names?
I'm going to divide everybody up before we go.
Okay.
Before we start, I'll tell everybody you're group 1, or you're 1, you're 2, you're 3, you're 4, you're 5, and everybody just needs to remember what they are. Okay, so let's see here. Third chamber. Mother gets a debuff called Depleted Energy, causes her to take 100% more damage. We're going to hero at that point. So basically it's everything from the first and second chamber. We're still going to get beams in the third chamber, and everything from the first chamber as well. So, but in that point, she's going to be more vulnerable. We're going to hero and try and burn her down. And there's nowhere else to go once we're in the third chamber. That's just it. So, fight ends when she hits 10% health, from what I understand. Okay. Divvying it up. Tanks, you want to send one tank into the room first?
Yeah, I think this is able to be one tank, so we'll try it. If we have to, we will readjust.
All right. Okay, well then, which tank is going?
Probably a pistol. Yeah.
All right. Pistol's going through, and then let's go with Lorelei. Why don't you go with them? And then we need one healer to go through at that point. Who's going to go through? Who wants to be the first healer through?
I'll go.
Okay, so Tap's going to go. So the first group 1 is Epistle, Lorelei, and Tappuccino. Group 2 will be Donna, and let's do. We're almost all ranged in this group, so we'll go Donna and Charity and Dizzy. All right. So group 2 is Donna, Charity, and Dizzy. Group 3 will be Formir, Mommy, and myself. Group 4 is going to be Walleye, Jelly, and Faffard. Group 5 is going to be Vader.
Yeah, we're gonna put some healers in there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do all of those people.
Yeah. All right. Well then. In the third group, then we'll go with Mommy, Joe Bowie, and Glory.
Yeah, like maybe another group, or I mean, we've got a lot of healers, so.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we do have 6 healers.
Did we take much damage in that second room?
You shouldn't. You shouldn't be taking much damage as long as those guys are getting interrupted. You shouldn't be taking a lot of damage in there.
All right. So as long as you have people that can interrupt, we should be good.
Yeah. Okay. So I lost track where I was. That's the problem.
Just we're talking about 3 made a change.
Yeah, I went to 3 and made a change. So the next step would be Walleye, Jelly, and we'll do Walleye, Jelly, and All Taken for, let's see here, that would be
4.
4, right. And then group 5, we're going to do Faffard, Vader, and 6s. Group 6, we'll do Spiffy, Faye, and Zamph. Group 7 will be Sky, Cup, and let's see here, Colada. And then the rest would be Johnny, Mirma, and All Taken, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right?
Yes.
I got pulled from a group. Am I in a group again?
For your group 3.
Oh, I'm still in group 3.
Yeah, you're still in group 3. All right, so I hope everybody remembered the things, because it would be tough for me to go back through and reassign everybody. Okay, so I'm just gonna call out the number, like group 1, group 2. Cup, you're group
Cupid.
7. You're group 6.
Yeah, we didn't call you Cupid. We called you Cup.
I called you Cup, not Cupid. Yeah,
Can
sorry.
you guys hear me? Is it going through?
Yes, your group.
Oh, okay. Okay, it was muted. Sorry about that. I was talking into the mic.
Okay, so I'm just gonna call out the number. Like, I'm just gonna be like group 1, group 2, group 2, 3, 4. Like, just go, and like when I call you out, stop what you're doing, run through the door into the next zone. And healers, just be aware that we're gonna get hit with some raid-wide damage every time we send a group through.
All right, hold 1 sec. Who's all in group 4? Kind of sound out.
Jelly.
Walleye.
Okay, so you had All Taken in group 4 originally, and you told him to be in 7. So.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, that's fine.
I thought he was still left. I thought he was still left.
That's fine. That's fine.
No,
he
so
was
the very last
confused.
group is just going to be Durag and myself.
Correct.
All the other groups have 3, so the last 2 people to go through is going to be Durag and myself.
Yep.
Okay,
So,
that'd
you
be
got
fine.
that
As
all
long as
taken?
there's a tank and a heal at the end, that's what we need.
That makes sense. All right.
You're still in 4.
So yeah, All Taken, you're still going to be in 4. Sorry.
That's all right.
All right, so let's give it a shot. Like I said, I'm not sure on the timing. I'm going to start sending people through pretty quickly into the fight, because I'm pretty sure this energy is going to start building up at a fairly regular pace. So.
And we should find out pretty quick whether or not I can.
Whether you can single tank it or not.
Yeah.
Yep, we'll find that out fast. But we'll have a pistol here for a minute, because I'm not going to send the first group through right away.
Yeah, I figured you wouldn't, so we'll find out real quick.
So if you die, we'll find out if the pistol.
Well, it's more if I start taking debuffs, then I will know.
Yeah.
Because I should be able to avoid it entirely, in theory.
Oh, my flask didn't take.
And that's pretty cool. It says party buffs all. I thought, like, All Taken didn't do his party buff.
No, we're all in a party. Playing music.
Okay. All taken. Did you not get a flask earlier? Because I didn't. Mine didn't. Mine when I clicked it didn't go, but I just got it. All right, use it. The mysterious flask thing. All right, here we go, guys.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I can avoid it entirely.
Okay, good.
Beware.
Dodge that stuff. Get ready for the wind. Don't be near the edges, guys. Be in the middle. Here comes the wind. It's coming from the right. It's going to blow you to the left. Just run to the right.
3, 2.
All right, now be on that side of the room where the flame was. So be on the left. Group 1, go through.
Group 1 going through.
Through. Ads.
3, 2, 1. Beware.
Let's see here. Group 2, go.
Ow, that hurts.
Whoa, what happened?
Yeah, it's all over in the other room.
They didn't get erupted?
Oh.
No,
Wow.
it's the flames. There are residual flames too.
Clinging corruption. Yep, the ads have to be interrupted or they will wipe us.
I would
That's a
suggest
good thing
put
to do,
2
though.
DPS through and not a healer then, because someone with interrupts.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna say
so
we're
the-
gonna need interrupts.
So then maybe switch somebody from group 1 to group 2, so that way Tap would be in group 2, and then.
Yeah,
somebody
I don't
from
have
2 as well.
interrupts, so.
Do you need?
I don't know. Do
you
any
not
of
need
us have
heals in
them?
there?
No.
Officials should have better self-sustainability in that. for a little
Typhoon
bit.
might.
Maybe. That's hard to say. But Epistle's got better self-sustainability than I do, so he should be okay for at least the first set of ads until we get a healer through to him.
That's cool, though. I noticed that after I died, my debuff stayed on her.
Big deal.
The 5% magic damage.
Okay, so yeah, okay, so we had Epistle, Tap, and Lorelei going through first, if I recall.
Yes, and then group 2 is Donna, Dizzy, and I don't know.
All right, so here, Vader, what group are you in?
5.
You're in group 5. All right, Vader, go through in group 1.
I mean, I'm in group 2 and I have interrupts.
Yeah, I
Mine's
understand.
on a short cooldown.
Yeah, melee have short.
Demon Hunters have a really short cooldown on their interrupts.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm not sending ranged interrupts through first. Because then we'll have more
Shaman
players.
also is an option there.
What's that?
Shaman is an option there too. There's his 15 seconds as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was longer, like 20, like most ranged.
Shaman is one of the few ranged who does. I think
Okay.
actually the only.
Well, she's going in second group anyway, so she'll be in there to help out with interrupts
I thought I was
in the
going
second group. Or Mommy's going through second group, right?
No, I was in group 3.
Are you in group 3?
I can grow in group 2, but I was in group 3.
All right.
Would it be useful to just redo the groups and go slow enough to give some of us time to write everybody's name down?
I was
Maybe.
writing them down when you called them, so I can read back to you what you said.
All right. Well, here's what I need to do. I need to move Tap to like the second or third group. So, just like move Tap to or into one of the second or third group. It doesn't matter which to me, and then move somebody from that group to the last group.
Okay, so Mommy, what group were you in?
I had down I was in group 3.
And that's fine there. That's fine. We'll have enough interrupts in there at that point. So
yeah, I'll do whatever.
I just want to move Tap into group 2 or 3 and move one person from 2 or 3 into the last group.
Okay, so did you have... It looks like we had 4 people for group 3. Because we had 4,
I got moved
Glory,
to 3. This is
and Mommy.
Glory.
We have 4 people in 3?
Yep. You had 4.
Okay, move one DPS
Glory.
to the last group then. From group 3.
Okay, so
Leave
I'm going
Glory
to
in there.
4 is going to be in group 8.
Okay.
So we still have 4 people in group 1, but if I move
4. No,
Tap,
you gotta move Tap out.
I know, because I have to move Tap out. So if I move Tap out, then the first healer going through would be in group 3 if I move Tap to group 5, since we moved Vader up to group 1.
That should be okay, I think.
Okay, so then what I have is
Probably.
group 1 is Epistle, Lorelei, and Vader. Group 2, Donna, Dizzy, Charity. Group 3, Glory, Jabui, Mommy. Group 4, Wall, Jelly, AT. Group 5, Faffard, Sixes, Tap. Group 6, Spiffy, Faye, Xana. Group 7, Sky, Cupid, Colada. Group 8 is Johnny, myself, and 4. You do not have a healer going through till group 3 with this setup.
Right. We can swap out. Let's see. I've got Charity Grown in group 2. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Swap Charity and Tap. And so the Tap we had Tap in group 8,
so
and we've got Charity.
Then Charity will be group 5 and Tap is group 2.
Okay.
Okay.
So, all right. Sorry, it's a
I'm-
difficult
alright, so
thing.
I'm in group 2.
You're in group 2. Yep.
I'm writing it down too, so, well, at least me.
Yeah, I know this is complicated. Hopefully, we'll come up with a system to do this easier, or somebody will make an add-on.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say.
Writing it down as we're going.
This seems like it's gonna need an add-on. I think somebody's gonna make one. Okay, so let's give it another shot. Remember, those ads have to be interrupted. I mean, that just nuked us, right? So let's give it another go. See how.
Did anybody
works
catch
out.
the name of what needs to be interrupted on the ad?
Yeah, it's called Clinging Corruption.
Clinging Corruption. Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's
is
the
this
only
someone
thing they
that's-
cast.
Yes, the only thing.
So is
Okay.
there someone that's interrupting each group that goes in? Is that what we're doing?
We've got
Each
enough.
group-
Yeah.
Yeah, when the
Alright,
groups go
alright.
in, like target the ads and interrupt them. Like just they all have to be interrupted, or we're toast.
Gotcha.
I'm in group 4. My interrupt is what?
Doesn't
24
matter.
seconds. No.
We'll have like 6 interrupts in there already. So you just try and interrupt if you can and help.
Okay.
But
As long as everybody doesn't do it at once.
yeah, I mean, hopefully, like I'm gonna try and watch the ads and try and send people in as like ads start dying. Hopefully, we can get that quicker. I'm gonna send the first group through almost right away. So, let's just give it a go. See how it works out.
Mary, you good?
Yes, sorry, I'm good. Go ahead.
Are you not getting the ready checks?
She's trying to. She's writing something down and then
Okay.
getting
We're
back.
good. We're good.
Just wondering.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Three, 2, 1. Beware.
Okay, stay out of the fire. Yeah.
Three, 2, 1.
One go.
One through.
Three, 2, 1.
2, go. Three, go.
Beware.
Shrinking on the other side.
Four, go.
3, 1. Beware.
5, go. 6, go.
1. Beware.
Drinking.
7, go.
3, 2, 1. Beware.
All right, 8, come on. Watch the beams. They're coming from the far side. Here's the hole. Move to the right. Move to the right. Move to the right.
Ads.
By the boss.
Beware.
I want to be res healer, right?
We don't have a healer down. Do we? Oh, Colada's down. Save it for now. Let's get Lorelei up.
3, 2, 1.
Wait on that. You're gonna get pushed into the flame.
Beam is coming.
Again?
It's in the middle. Group 1 through.
Shit.
Oh my god.
Group 1 going.
I walked sideways.
I can't.
Do we have an extra
No.
Be-res?
Gotta wait.
We don't. Oh, we only have the one.
35 seconds.
Oh crap.
Okay, we can hold plays until then.
Oh, have you got him?
I
Okay.
haven't gone through yet.
Okay, just hold then.
Crap, you
Ooh,
just
that
pulled
one
out.
went through the
Okay.
through the wall.
Interesting.
To do that.
Right side.
All right, watch the beam.
3, 2.
Oh,
Drinking.
That just wipes. All right, it's. All right, that was a good pull, but I think that's a wipe, guys. All right,
Between
so
the cone, the beams,
all right, everybody run
and
through the door.
wind, I just
Everybody.
sidestepped one too many times.
Die, everybody, die.
There we go.
And I really felt bad saying that, you know.
Hey, I'm fine. Why did I survive?
Hey, that was really good, guys.
Hey, Jabui, I have a quick suggestion.
Wow.
Well, just to help us make sure we get the interrupts, it takes a little bit longer, you know, with fewer people on this side, and so what I was thinking was kind of spread it out a little bit more with the first few,
boss spawns at the end of this.
just to make sure we get them, or speed it up with the first few, is what I mean.
Oops.
Oh, somebody pulled the boss?
Yeah,
Oops.
that's why I said careful. Don't stand too close to where the boss spawns.
Hey, by the way, it just yeah, that's I might do that.
Kind of stagger the speed of it just so we can.
Didn't you guys manage to get all the interrupts?
The interrupts looked fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see any interrupts get missed in there with just the three of
Yeah,
them.
it was.
I'm
fast.
actually gonna slow it down a little bit. We're gonna go in a touch later, because we were at 85% energy when the last group came through, so we still had another 15% energy to play with there in the first room. So I'm gonna try and send us through a little bit later, giving us a little more time in the first room.
And once we get that's what I meant. Groups through, we can basically handle the ads.
Yeah,
that's what I meant. Though, what I meant was to slow it down a little bit at the beginning, you know, and then gradually speed up how many you send through. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna adjust the timing a little bit. That was my first real look at the timing, so I'll call it a little bit differently. But it looked like we were doing pretty good there. I'm gonna try and get it through so that the tanks are coming through more at like 95% at the end. Is my plan anyway. Hopefully, I can time that up right.
Do we want to go ahead and take our break since we're closed?
Oh, we still got another pull.
Yeah, let's do another pull first.
7 minutes.
Taps gung ho.
I am gung ho, man.
She said, "Die, guys, die."
Jeez. Die and let's live again. So we can.
Might as well use our flask up.
One thing you don't want. What number is for the healers? You don't want them to say. That number 14.
Right, here we go, guys.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I've been so looking forward to this.
Beware.
Be on the fire side of the room when you have a chance. Group 1, go through.
Three, two, one. Beware.
Clear here.
Yep. We're waiting until after the wind. Group 2, go. You're going to want to be on the right-hand side now for the next wind.
Beware.
Group 3, go.
Clear.
There was a late one because I came through a few
Yeah,
seconds late.
somebody came in late.
It was me. All right.
Oh, sorry.
Group 4. Next group, come through 4. We're gonna come through kind of quickly now.
Lost my train.
Group 5, go.
Wins.
Group 6, go.
Beware.
Group
Tracking.
7, go. Group 8, come.
Beware.
Nice.
Forget the last group ads.
All right, who invited Mother?
What beams?
Center.
No.
Beam in the middle. All right. So here we go. Let's just. Just keep watching for those beams, guys. It's real important.
Middle center.
Middle again.
3, 2, 1.
Group 1, go. Group 2, go.
Oh my god. Alright, got it.
Center.
Left.
Okay, last one, beams on the side.
Middle.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Group 3, go.
Beware.
Middle.
Watch beams.
Towards the right on the side.
I think everyone's gonna have to be on their own.
All right, heal up quick because this is we got one of them didn't went off. Do the next group. What are we on? 4, 5?
5.
4.
We're on 4. Okay, 4. Come on. We're gonna come through pretty fast now.
Beams.
Center.
Oh my god. I can't get away from. I couldn't get away from the wind. What the hell? I even put on my speed boost.
5.
B-res tap, maybe?
Yeah,
We have 2
B-res tap.
B-reses.
Get tap up, and then tap to immediately come through the door after you get up.
Beware.
Going.
6 through now. Big raid heals, please.
Beams. Middle in the third room.
2, 1. 3.
Oh shit.
7. Oh, it's too late. They're dead.
Shit.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got distracted.
It's all good.
I wasn't sure which
All
side
right,
it was on.
Hey, next time, Cap, I'm not coming down on you, but please
Thank
no
you,
death
Cap.
monologues,
We're
guys. I can't be distracted like that when I'm trying to call groups. So just
Could we possibly succeed, or would you have to go one more phase?
we could try it. Let's hear.
Okay, watch beam.
Watch the frontal cone epistle.
Okay, thank you.
We do have a B-res.
Can you call it out for me?
Yep.
Surgical strike.
Can I res?
Yeah, res the healer. Or the
If
tank, yeah.
you can get somebody up, I think
never
they're in the
made it
other
through.
room.
Okay.
That one. Yeah, dodge that one, epistle. Yeah.
Vader.
Beware.
Anybody in this room, get them up. That's good.
We have ads anymore, or are they done?
No more ads.
No more ads.
Only
just
spawn when we
lost.
go through the doors.
Beam center.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Sorry about not getting you guys.
Stand
through
in the
that.
green circle for the healer.
Lorelei rallying cry.
Hey!
Good job, everybody.
Y'all are amazing. That is awesome. Good job.
Good job.
Awesome, guys.
Good job.
Tap. Sorry, I just was like getting
Oh no
distracted.
no! I'm good. Nope. I'm
Okay,
good.
I didn't want you to be upset or anything.
Oh no! I'm not. Nope. Not at all.
People
Thank
getting
you.
Titan Forge cloaks.
Holy crap!
AP,
legs.
yay! My life.
And guess what? This is going to be our first item up for
Yeah,
roll.
those are good.
Oh what? Oh poo.
What's up for roll?
Leggings of lingering infestation. Please roll if you're clothy.
Faf, you can't roll for that.
I can. Want to watch me?
What is the sanguichel? What is
Crafting
that?
reagent tap.
Yeah, it's a
Crafting
Feed
reagents.
off of each boss.
All right,
Who needs
sixes. You have
Sold
top roll, so come trade with me, sixes. Wow, my first piece of loot in the raid.
You give it away.
Yeah,
So
it's
even
probably
though I
another map that I
died,
can't use.
aren't you guys glad I said go for it?
Okay, now let's take a break.
Yay.
5 minutes.
Oh man, gotta go to the bathroom.
Good job.
Be right back.
Hey, just keep it. I'm just gonna log out, but I'll be on Discord. Just holler when you guys are ready to go again.
It'll be 5 minutes.
That is And by the way, for those of you who are still listening, if you have to call the groups on that, start at 25% and then just kind of watch when they kill the stuff, and try and call them through. But I got a little behind in that one on the second room.
Okay, start at 25%, but then go what? Like every 10%?
No, you got to watch the ads. Like,
oh, you got to watch the ads in the other room?
Yeah.
So would it be better for you to go first then?
It might be in the future, yes.
Yeah.
Well, no. Well,
or whoever's calling.
I think I'm going to go through in the second group next time.
Because the first one's pretty straightforward.
Makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. Because that way I'm in the room and it's easier for me to pay attention to those.
Yeah.
So
and we can pick up the pace. I think once the first few get through, like they go down so fast, the interrupts become irrelevant. It's just the first group has to be on top of that.
Yeah, the first group has to be on top of it because they've got more. I might even send 4 through in the future.
The other
like on the first group.
thing I would suggest, Jobui, is instead of sending a DPS, a tank, and a healer through very last, send 2 healers in the tank through last.
Yeah, I might do that.
Cause just from the aspect that in that second room towards the end, healers were going and it was starting to hurt a little.
Oh, were they running low?
I was actually probably halfway through that second room.
I suspect we'll have less of that going on as we get
probably,
but
it's just a future suggestion. It makes a little more sense because we don't really need the DPS on the boss on that at least in that last little bit before we swap over. So
and
I think
good habits for heroic.
And honestly, I think what I'm going to be doing a little bit as we go forward is I think I'm going to try and move us through to the third chamber as quickly as possible so that we can get her to the debuff.
Well,
I mean,
theory,
like
you can kill her in the second room, so
yeah, but
it's up to you whether or not you want to.
But the third room has no debuff, additional mechanic. It just gets the boss
and you
debuff.
Get the debuff.
Yeah, so the goal would be to get her.
Yeah,
to the third
there's
room.
some sense in that. It could get it down faster, but at the same time,
I don't think we're so uber that we need to shoot for the second room yet. You know, like when we're fully geared from this raid,
but
then
at
we'll
the same time, we
room.
don't really need to drag her over into the third room just because we want the debuff to nuke her down.
And we didn't hero on that boss, did we?
Yeah, we did. Right.
We did. Oh, I died then.
You were dead already. I popped hero.
I was still in the second room.
Yeah,
the room lit on fire.
I was trying to get it through, and I was on like 5 or 6, and I was like, I
was not watching the energy bar of the room at all. I was more worried about, oh shit, I'm dying a lot. Yeah. This hurts.
Yeah, when that cleansing protocol goes through, it's just over for anybody in that room. You can't.
Anybody got Jeeves?
I'm gonna hit the.
I'll throw a hammer downtown.
When everyone gets back, I'm sure.
It's down already. It's under Jelly's elemental here.
I got the fly.
You got the fly? Thank you.
We have had this annoying fly in our house for like 3 days. Nobody's been able to kill it, and I just did.
Oh my god! That should be an achievement.
I honestly thought I had gotten him then.
It would like you'd be sitting there watching TV and it would fly at your nose. You know, it's like, god damn! He was doing it deliberately. I think it was an ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
So it's the fly equivalent of suicide by cop.
Yep.
Oh my god, I hate flies. Oh my god. They can really suck to get.
I used to get so many bugs, flies, stink bugs, ladybugs, and last year we decided to try spraying the house. Oh my gosh, I maybe get like 3 flies a year now, no stink bugs in the house. I haven't had a ladybug. It's like I wish I would have known about spraying my house for 16 years.
If you're not terribly prissy about it, I know a 95% way of killing a fly pretty much every time. I get almost 100%. In fact, I've actually killed 7 flies in one blow this way. And what you do is if you got a fly, okay, the Z coordinate for the fly would be up, right? Whatever up is for the fly. So if the fly is on the wall, the Z coordinate is up off of the wall. What you do is okay, so you slowly move your hands like you're going to clap about 4 to 5 inches apart and slowly move them to either side of the fly about 3 to 4 inches above the fly. Then clap your hands. That's all you have to do.
Oh!
The fly will jump up, because that's how they take off, is they jump and then they fly. They will jump up into your hands and you will smash them.
Oh my God.
Almost
I can
guaranteed.
actually picture that. I am like a fly hunter.
I kill flies so easy. Like, we get flies in our house and I'll have them dead in 5 minutes because I'll just walk around and wait for them to land, and then I'll slowly move my hands to either side of them and then clap really fast, and then they're dead.
Yeah. We used to get them like outside my kitchen door. We have a landing that goes out of the garage, and that's where we put our cans and stuff. And just the simple act of rinsing them out cut my flies down to like almost 0.
Yeah.
You might want to
like throwing them in the bin. I says, you know what? We could just rinse them all out, because that's what they were going for. What was left.
So this is a pretty badass view up here. Now, okay, this is pretty cool looking up here.
Yeah.
So like,
you get to see the platform for boss 6 for me.
Tap, can you fall off the edge?
Can you goblin glide? Can you goblin glide?
Yep, there he goes.
Can you goblin glide?
I don't know.
Can I test it?
Oh God.
There's
somebody's down there in the
Hey,
middle.
you know you can't goblin glide.
There's a boatload of ads down there.
Yeah, and somebody,
I
I see
also
a dead person in the middle.
Res down in the bubble down there.
I don't know how you get down there.
Okay, well, Vader can.
Oh, nope.
Well, as long as Sixes doesn't try it, then we're
that's
good.
what
Once we
happened
can
with
summon you
Zan,
back.
Okay,
Okay.
Force back.
Here's the thing. I don't know which way we go from here,
I think
but
we talked to Braun. No.
yeah, let's summon those guys back up to the platform here, so we're all together.
I'm right here.
For Fetid Devour. Hang on.
Oh, did you guys get back up
to
here?
the right?
Yeah, right. We spawned right behind you.
Oh, okay. I saw your guys' dead bodies down there.
Ha,
Okay, so
I
yeah,
wasn't
let's
even
do the,
looking for stairs and I found them.
Let's do the Fetid Devour next for sure. Because the other two are going to be super hard. Is this the way to the Fetid Devour?
Yes.
This is a really cool looking place.
It is really cool looking.
Wow.
Like, reminds me of Mayan stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, well, not real Mayan stuff, but like
super
cool Mayan stuff.
Like Mayan stuff that'd be really cool, like in a movie.
It's like Indiana Jones movie Mayan stuff.
Yeah.
Was it an elevator that was supposed to take down, or?
No, we're just going down some stairs on the right-hand side.
When that one opens up, there will be a staircase, and you can just drop off the edge and slide down when it's open. I don't know what you have to do to, I don't know if you have to kill them in order or talk to somebody to get it to open.
It's nice that we don't necessarily need both tanks to finish that last fight. I thought, for some reason, like my head of both tanks were dead. I was like, oh, we're gonna do it. We're finished.
Oh no, I was still going.
I was really hoping you could get the boss through, but I think it was just because there was still a DPS alive in that room with me, or because I died before the room caught on fire, like just before it went on fire.
Oh right. Oh, you died just before it went off?
Yeah, because there was just not enough healing because Mir was zoomed.
Gotcha. So yeah, well we'll see if we can get like 2 healers in there next time.
That would be ideal. Yeah.
Well, that's the in the general plan is that you have healers assigned to the tanks, and they'll be the ones that go through. I'm gonna see if I can find some kind of add-on to make that whole process easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah,
especially for you.
You sure Exorcist doesn't already have something like that?
No,
not that. No, but I'm gonna.
It's not that specific. So
my guess is that there is going to be something like remember
there will
in
probably be an add-on for it.
You remember the bird one, the bird fight that had its own add-on?
Yep.
I imagine we'll get something like that for this.
Maybe.
Oh, we'll hope.
I would assume so. Yeah. It probably won't. Well, I guess It might come out before LFR does, because they're going to be purged for normals and heroics.
You know what
So
we
maybe.
might be able to do in the future is rather than doing 3, we might just be able to do 5 and just send people through by group.
Maybe, yeah. It's
I don't
hard
know.
to
Depends on the
say
healers.
because,
Yeah.
well, I mean, it's going to be hard to say because that's a lot of raid wide.
I know.
To worry about.
Is that what it comes down to? Is how much damage is being done?
Yeah, each person does a burst of raid wide, so sending more people through at once is going to do a bigger burst of raid wide.
It will, but
And there were a
it
couple
wasn't too
times
heavy in
it
that
could
last
be.
one.
No,
The last
there were a
one-
couple times,
when it
and
was.
our
Yeah.
healers went all out of mana. Party.
Yeah, yeah. But still, I mean, we're gonna gear up and stuff too. So.
Yeah, I think that's gear.
Well, something about that too is if like are people using their personals when Joe Boozy calls out a group, is everybody using their minor defenses?
Yeah, like are you popping shields or turtle as you pass through, or even other people in the group? Because and granted they're not going to be up all that often, but even the people, because it's raid wide, everybody should be trying to use their passive cooldown or their passive healing and shields and stuff to mitigate that.
Do all the hunters have spirit beasts out that are beast mastery?
Yep, I popped mine when I went through.
Yeah, but it's not just when you go through; it's when other people go through too.
Right. So I hit my cooldown on the first one just so I can try and hit it again and again.
Right. So you get more time to cool down.
And this is the first night. This is the first time we've seen it.
We'll get it tweaked out. We'll figure it out real fast because I mean we're 2 bosses in.
I know we're doing good for the first night.
Yeah, we are really. So.
So
I was
for that
using my old splint bandages.
for that fight, Joe, do you get more ads as people go through the doors?
You get 1 ad per person.
That's it.
It's exactly 1 ad per person.
It splits you in half, and then your other half becomes the ad.
Okay.
Could put larger numbers as we go. So 3, then maybe a few 4, then a few 5.
Yeah, as we
Possibly,
gear
or
up and
we'll figure
I
it
would
out.
say if you're gonna do that, I would send bigger groups through earlier then. Just
well, it was a
while the
little
healers
bit
have
of a
cooldowns
challenge.
and,
Yeah, I mean,
stuff like that. No, I was saying from the aspect that healers
Yeah.
are gonna have full mana, healers are gonna have cooldowns. They're gonna be more prepared earlier in the fight to deal with bigger bursts of raid wide than they are later in the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll try it again.
Yeah,
next
we'll
week.
figure it out. It comes down to organization for that kind of thing. So
Okay, those guys could have been dispelled. I don't know if it hurts.
Is it an enrage? I think it's an enrage. So soothe and if
I got some of them.
I might be able to spell steal them too.
Maybe it's an enrage. I don't think
I
that
get those
counts as a magic
sometimes.
ability.
Sometimes I can get those and it makes me cast really fast and stuff. It's like a little mini buff.
Do we have another priest healer that runs with us?
Mia.
Because for
she
Zoe,
doesn't run
it's
all the
really
time.
well if you have 2
All right, let's not go
priest
too
healers.
far into the room. So what
I
do we do?
assume we're
here?
gonna have to clear the trash in here.
We're gonna have to pull the trash back to the door.
Yeah, I'll go.
Or wait,
grab
no,
it,
they're
bring it back.
changing. Just hold on. Something's happening to the trash up
Yeah,
there.
they're just doing that occasionally.
Okay.
They start off as bubbles and they turn into those animals and stuff. And I assume they each do different things as their form.
Stay way back because we don't know how far his aggro range is.
Let's try and interrupt those if you can.
Wow, the vultures are a-holes.
I don't like being incapacitated.
That's why I
Unless
said
it
the
was my
vultures
own
are
fault.
a-holes.
Meet my crow.
Yeah, I had previously made myself a pair of 355 pants.
Yeah, I need 10 more.
I'm showing
orbs or
those as
whatever.
our.
The thing that held me back was the expulsum. That's what I had. I needed 40 expulsum for that. Oh, they turned
Make a lot of bracers.
Yeah, Bowie, I showed those pants as being our best in slot.
Not for me. Uh-oh. Leave the room.
Here he comes.
That is the dumbest fucking thing ever.
At least he despawned, so here we go.
Abandon all everybody else. Run.
Run away, little girl.
I wonder if he stops moving after he's been reset.
The pants are decent that I gave you. Those are really good as far as like lootable pants right now.
Out of curiosity, is someone logging this?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because I forgot to turn it on for this instance.
I'm pretty sure I'm logging it.
Nope, I just wanted to be sure. Yeah, I didn't think so, because I wasn't either. I forgot to do it. No, he keeps
I'll tell you in just a second.
I
am now.
Patrolling.
Yep, I'm logging.
Okay, good. At least someone has it, because I forgot to.
Yeah, I've got advanced logs, so you'll be able to watch replays and all that stuff. So I will post them up after raid.
Can't believe I.
Okay, I'm logging now.
All right, let's wait back here for him to pull that stuff.
Reset my stuff.
This guy makes me itchy.
What?
The boss.
I get it, Charity.
What, honey? What'd you say?
Give him a bath.
Oh
and
my
get those
god,
spores off
this
of
trash sucks. No, it's because they just immediately stopped to switch forms and. Yeah.
It's okay. We'll just wait.
Yeah, they're going to oh, maybe not. Okay, so we had to have hit him with something, bounced or anything, because he didn't. He walked right through him on those.
I gave him the evil eye. That's what it was.
It was a FAF target.
Might have been, honestly.
Actually, I think this fight is probably going to be the easiest one we've done so far.
And thank you for the jinx.
Tanks don't get nuked.
As far as like, yeah, I mean it's got its problematic spots, but I don't think it's going to be that bad.
I just don't like patchwork fights, so.
I mean, as far as like watching the videos and stuff, this one didn't strike me as particularly nasty.
Ouchie. Could be tech impression.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but also nobody else talked about this one about being super nasty.
Can you make us not dead?
And watch line of sight here, guys. Like if you go above,
That's all the
like be on the stairs and go to the corner or something, we can't heal you. I saw a couple of people I couldn't read. They were lost.
Let us eat and stuff first, please.
Yeah, let's get our food buffs and all that stuff.
Do you want to set, or I assume you're gonna want marks like on the half walls, like the walls in between the garbage chutes?
We can. I don't know that they're really going to be all that necessary.
Oh, that's right. There's not knockbacks in normal.
Yeah.
I was thinking from the aspect of the knockbacks, you just knock into the walls, but there's none.
No, the knockbacks aren't in normal, so we don't have to worry about those.
Heroic. Yep.
Okay, is there food tape? Yeah, there's food. Let me get the food down here. Okay, so this particular fight, also don't forget to reflask if you need it. You know, our flasks could probably run out. Okay, this fight's single phase. There's just, and it's mostly single target. And it's a DPS race. Okay, so everybody needs to just pour it on in this one because we got 6 minutes to the arranged timer. All right, so the overall on this one is attack the boss, dodge his spray when he shoots it out. It's a big cone, and if you stay near the boss, you can avoid that a little bit. Don't get hit by the sludge, and kill the ad blobs when they spawn. That's the overall basics. Now, all right, he's going to do the thrashing terrible thrash. Every fourth attack, the boss is going to hit for like 300% extra damage. The tanks will use mitigation and whatnot. Now, here's the thing. the attacks that the boss does hit the player closest to the closest player to the current tank. So melee, don't be too close to the tanks, all right? Because you'll get hit and you'll get dead. Next thing up is there's a debuff called malodorous miasma, and that stacks, right? It's a dot. It gets on players. It does small damage for about 18 seconds, and then it hits for 3 hits of really heavy damage over 6 seconds. And that buff is called, or that debuff is called putrid paroxysm or something like that.
Can I ask a question real quick? That that thing that we got to stay away from the tanks. How much of a range is that?
Just don't be closer to the tanks than the other tank.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you're closer to the tank than the other tank, then you're gonna get hit.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if we could set a range thing or something.
Not really. It's just it's whoever is closest to the current tank that has aggro is gonna get hit. So don't be that guy.
If it's the other tank, then they'll get it.
Yeah.
And that dot that we're talking about, I don't believe we can dispel it. I think we just have to heal through it.
Nope, it cannot be dispelled. It cannot be. There's nothing that can be done about it. It has to be healed through, and that's it. All right, and it stacks. All right, so at 100 energy, the boss is going to do an attack called Rotting Regurgitation. It's a cone attack. It does a large amount of damage. I don't know. I don't think it knocks back players in normal, but it does do a large amount of damage. But it's a big cone. If you try and stay somewhat close to the boss, even as ranged, it's easier to step out of because the cone is skinnier closer to the boss than it is all the way across the room. So step out of the cone and you'll avoid the damage. If you get hit by it, you'll take another stack of malodorous miasma. Or you'll get hit with that again if you don't. But if you already have it, it'll stack. Now, every now and again, 2 of these 6 alcoves, you see these alcoves going down the hall that Johnny marked off. 2 of the 6 ones out there will do waste disposal units, and you'll see a bunch of sludge and crap, like literal crap stuff pouring through there. Don't be in the crap. If you do, then you'll get some more of the miasma on you.
Is that a literal don't stand and poop?
Yeah, it's don't stand in the crap. So and blood and guts and gore and nasty. So just don't be in those chambers and get poured on. Then basically what's going to happen is after those pour, an ad will form inside of those little chambers, and it will start trying to cast a spell called
Enticing Essence.
Enticing Essence. And they're called, and those ads need to be killed. You can't interrupt it. They need to be killed before that goes off. If that spell goes off, the boss will run over to it, eat it, and gain health back. So we have to kill those ads. We're short on melee, so I'm gonna say hunters and melee. Well, no, let's do mages and melee. Mages and melee hit the one closest to the boss, and all the rest of you go after all the rest of the ranged go after the one that's furthest away from the boss on the 2 that spawn. If one is dead, then make sure you try and switch to the other one and help kill it before the cast gets off.
Ideally, the tanks will be kiting to the closest one, so that melee can cleave off onto it.
Yeah, but also there's only a few melee.
That is a good point.
We only have a couple melee, so it's going to be.
Then you just want me to tank him in the middle, I guess?
No, I want you to still take it next to it, because it will still get a little bit of cleave or whatever.
All right.
Yeah, we'll still get the cleave. We'll treat it as if we have melee, but it's going to be the mages plus melee on the close one, and all the rest of the DPS on the far away one, and then help out if we're still one help. Okay, let's see here. Other than that, at 50% health, the boss is going to get Fetid Frenzy. He's going to deal 25% more damage, take 50% more damage. When he gets to that point, we will hero, and then we will try and burn the boss down. But otherwise, we deal with the same mechanics for the rest of the fight. So, like I said, dodge the cones. Don't stand in the crap, and kill the ads when they spawn. Everybody knows their assignments, I think. So, any questions?
I'll heal.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do it, tap.
All right, we're good to go?
I think so.
I guess I'll start on square. And we'll find out what the closest egg is going to be.
Oh, and remember to kill the boss. There's that part.
Yeah. Always kill bots unless the ads are up. If the ads are up, I don't want to see any DPS attacking the boss if the ads are up. You should all be on the ads.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Don't be in those alcoves either, there, mommy. You're pretty close to it. The crap may fall on your head. And you'll be forever unclean.
3, 2,
No.
1.
And I think you did say it was literally
Watch
crap.
that. Get out of that.
Donna, careful.
Alright. Pretty good. Here comes the crap, I think. Yeah, see the crap behind the boss? And there's some behind us off to the right. All ranged on the ones behind us to the right. Kill the ads.
Beware.
Help with the ones in the back. Got him. All right, back on the boss. That's it. We've seen all the mechanics. Just keep it up the whole fight.
3, 2, 1. Beware.
Dodge the puke.
And the cat that just ran across my desktop.
So I can thank your cat for that heals cool.
Yes.
All right, there's the 2 pools.
1.
Range, go to the far one.
4, 3.
All right, ads are up. Kill the ads.
1. Beware.
Where's the meat I want to count? There it is.
Alright, we're moving to triangle. Come on, pistol.
Getting a pistol up.
All right, both the ads are down. Good job.
4, 3, 2, 1. Beware.
Bunch of crap. There's more goop.
2.
All right, ranged will be on the one that's over by blue square. Except for the mages, remember.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, this is throwing us off hard. We gotta come up with something to track thrash for tanks.
What's the problem?
Terrible thrash is not easy to track with just DBM.
Both tanks are down.
Oh, right.
Because it's weird the way it
we
works.
got 49 seconds.
He hits the current tank with 4 melee hits, and then hits the off
Well, keep it
tank.
up. We have 14 seconds, so let's just...
Want to try hero?
Beware.
Yeah, go ahead and hero.
2 tanks are down, but we're at 8.7%.
Kite him.
4%.
Got him around.
1.
Almost got him.
2%.
1 and there you go.
We don't need no stinking tanks.
Oh my god.
We got that all.
Boom.
All right, let's get a res.
Oh my god, that was so funny. Res coming.
Well, I
in.
looked and I didn't even realize that I missed the hero because I didn't see that his health dropped below 50. I gotta
Oh
make
my god,
record
that
for
was great.
That was fun. That was fun.
I'd like to have a moment of silence, please, for all the 100 pets that gave their lives.
Yes.
Yeah.
You mean when they all growled at once?
Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
Yep.
I got all the notifications, all the whispers from Mommy. Your pet is growling.
It's like, yeah, I know,
funny.
Mommy. I'm trying to save our lives here.
Oh my god, that was great. That was freaking great.
See, I told you this
I
one
did
wasn't
notice-
so bad.
I did notice something cool for the melee, though.
I gotta ask.
You were talking about for keeping a good distance from the tanks or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All the hunter pets, they seem to have the perfect positioning for it.
Oh, okay.
Because I basically stood on top of them the entire time and kept me a good distance away from them.
Okay, so I understand it's
go back
probably
out.
not a thing. Any loot for trade? I'm not expecting it, but
Wish I could, because I got a pair of bracers that were only 1% upgrade. But
what are you doing giving away upgrades, Johnny? Stop that.
I can't.
I know, don't.
Well,
not
I'm
even
sorry,
that you
Blizzard
can't.
has the
You
arbitrary
shouldn't.
item level rule.
Yeah, I want our tanks super strong. So
I went from a pair of 340 gloves or 350 gloves to a pair of 355. It was like, woo,
that sounds
yay, 5 item
great.
levels.
That's the great upgrade.
That's an awesome upgrade. I'm so glad you got it and can't give it away.
I got a
Did I go the
huge
wrong way? I
upgrade.
went the wrong way. Okay.
Oh, this is the wrong way? Okay. We don't know which
Wait.
way.
Where are we going? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm following.
That away.
We're all pretty much
Or
lost.
the other one.
No. We're just a group of lemmings.
I don't know where we're going.
I knew
I'm
I
just
should have taken the
following
left
Cat
turn.
Rose
Well,
being around Shat
Let's go try Vectus first, I think. So let's turn to this direction and go that way. Yep.
Okay, we're going to Vectus.
Go north.
Oh, I found a
Yeah.
bunch of people going some
Right.
direction.
I wanted to make sure that was the right.
Can we get a
We need a lock.
TV?
Oh
Lock
god!
TV,
All right.
Well, we got some. We got to kill these ads first. Here.
I got a nice chest. I mean,
Awesome.
Nice.
It's good news. I'm sure
Your
everybody is.
spouse really enjoys it.
so
Pixar didn't
listeners.
happen. No.
Oh,
Lock
okay.
TV.
Those
Thank you.
if it's
Okay, hold on.
He's
It,
apparently
it was
pulled still.
way behind, but
Oh, my bad.
Faff, are you soundbiting that?
Yeah.
oh, get out of the puddle. It's
Well,
growing. if you
obviously,
stand in it.
yeah. It's
Like,
gross.
I
It's
can't
like
get. I
big-
couldn't get out of it.
Oh, there
I
it goes.
ran
It's
and
finally
ran
gone.
and ran, and I don't know where I am now.
Okay, now let's
wait.
get a lock portal up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who
where
be
the hell-
summoning?
Mirma.
Mirma had to go
Me.
get her kid, and she's back.
And me, because I don't know where the hell I am.
Is there a dot that's spawning?
Wait,
out?
what?
There's something still
Mir,
spawning
I had to
out.
take Mir to the doctor real quick. She had a kid.
Okay.
7 pounds 4 ounces. Beautiful.
Interrupt the ad.
I am
It's
not.
respawning itself by giving a dot to people.
Yeah, I need a portal because I'm lost.
There we go. We're good.
Well, I keep starting one.
Those ads were just spawning. We didn't have
Yeah,
control over that.
it was. Well, we did. We just weren't doing it.
What did we have to do?
Interrupt the ad. It was casting something that it's like the ticks in, or not the ticks, the maggots in Waycrest. It respawns
Oh.
itself if you don't interrupt it.
Screw those ticks.
Well, the ticks are horrible in Underrot, but
God, those ticks are awful.
I
Stupid
can't find you
ticks.
guys.
It's all right. We'll
we should
summon
be
you.
summoning.
We probably get a thumbs up.
Yeah, I don't see them about top. Oh, now I see you. You're back at the start.
I'm at this. I'm at that
Yeah,
place where.
right. But we're summoning.
Thank you. Thank you, Clara.
Did we get Mir here?
Working.
I did not know you can mount up.
Surprise.
All of a sudden, you see all these umbrellas.
Hey, Tap, do those gold laser beams hurt?
Probably. Why don't you find out?
Yeah, really.
Can't even walk towards them.
Just go, like,
Right.
stand next to him, put your hand in there, and tell me if it hurts or not.
Those
I'll
are
heal
like-
you. I heal you, I promise.
Those are like Tron like rails. You know, the big sail ship moves
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Data beams.
And Fafford, you know I really would try to heal you.
I don't believe you.
I
Try
promise.
is the key word.
Yeah.
Try.
It's like if.
If you get one shot, you get one shot.
And as much as he gives me a hard time, I really want him to succeed. And not in death, but...
Allegedly.
Sucker.
What are you is that supposed to move out with that?
I don't know.
I didn't get to read it. Yeah, but that doesn't tell me much. Okay, you need to move away with him.
All right. Yeah, we have to keep going. We're probably gonna have time for one pull.
At least not time for us to see it.
Yeah,
You mean time to get it down?
possibly. This is a pretty tough one, though.
Wow, that was like 6 interrupts. All for one cast.
Careful, there's a
Okay,
little
that's
infection still
respawning.
running around.
So you have to target the corpse and interrupt it or something?
No, when it's doing its cast, when it's alive, it does living infection. It's a very short cast, but if it gets off, it puts a dot on someone that spawns an ad. Works exactly like the maggots in Waycrest.
I don't usually interrupt those maggots so much. I just kill the maggots.
Just keep shooting until they stop coming.
Yeah, I just keep nuking them until they stop.
Just keep shooting.
That's how you end up with a really long pole with ads that just keep coming back.
I don't know. They usually stop. So. Okie dokie. This is Vectus.
Is this trash?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. I think he's.
Yeah, it is. But...
Oh, it is. Okay. All right, here. Let's clear the trash real quick, and we'll talk about it.
Oh, where the hell did you guys go? This is like so confusing.
There's only one
around that
circle.
tab. Yeah, you're going the right way.
All right.
All right,
It's
you
the
go in a
little
circle.
side doors. It's like the
It's like a
doors
one-way
in
road.
Silver Moon tab.
I
Where they-
expect
that's
the
a
doors
good-
to open and
that's
they
a-
don't.
That was pretty nasty.
Yeah, it's like a little
blood.
tunnel that you gotta walk around the pillar in the middle.
Yeah,
Like
who else
thing
thought
I
that
got
was...
for Silver Moon.
I thought the stupid things would open, but they don't.
All right, so watch out for those red spots on the floor because it just spawned all those things.
Oh, they're casting infest on everybody.
Is it teleporting the ads? I can't tell.
Well, it didn't look like it's interruptible.
Yeah,
It's not.
It's not, but you can
It's
stun
not.
them.
any shaman that can knock him back.
You want me
They're
to?
just. Oh no! Oh, it's splitting their health off.
They're just particularly annoying, is all.
That's an annoying pack of trash.
Yeah, it is.
All right, who else thought the tunnel was reminiscent of a Goa'uld mothership?
That would be me.
Yeah.
And who else goes,
the
what the hell's a
had more
Goa'uld?
style.
I know what a Goa'uld
That'd
is.
be
I'm the
me.
second group.
The
I know what
Goa'uld
they
had
are.
way more style.
Yeah, I have to agree. They have better style.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Stargate.
Stargate.
Nah, it's not boring enough to be Vogon.
Just being
Definitely not a Vogon ship.
just trying to troll.
There's no poetry anyway.
No, not
Are
the
you kidding?
poetry.
Look at the boss's face. That's poetry right there.
Did you even
That's
submit the proper forms to say that?
I actually did a triplicate and sacrifice.
I bypassed them too.
And buried in peat moss.
Dug it up and buried it again.
It has been on display in the planning office for ages.
And if you guys don't know, the movie just got put back on Netflix.
Yes, it did.
Yes, I
Oh, did
watched
it?
like
Which one
yesterday.
did?
It got put back on Netflix like yesterday or the day.
The movie they were
Which
quoting.
one? What?
I gotta have my kids watch that. I
We
want
just
them to read
watched
the
it
book
other day.
too.
That was awesome.
My daughter's watching it right now.
What movie?
Oh, come on, Tap.
You don't know?
It's said. What movie?
Hitchhiker's Guide to
Stargate?
the Galaxy.
Keep it at
Stargate?
our top.
I love
Hitchhiker's Guide to the
Stargate.
Galaxy.
Oh, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Oh, cool. Do you know
I didn't know
I
that got taken off. I thought it was always on there.
It was not on there for a couple of months, but it's
I
back
actually
on there
haven't
as
seen
of
it
like
yet.
this
That's
week.
news to me.
And if you haven't, go see Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency.
I'm sorry.
Go see it?
I love you.
Wait, no, is it a movie now?
Netflix.
Really?
Oh, so
I
they
didn't
put,
know
they
ever
put the
made that
show
into
on
a movie.
Netflix? Nice.
He's from Canada too, so they're different up there.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know they ever made that into a movie or anything.
They did.
All right, last trash. Thankfully.
Hopefully, we don't. Be careful how you. Yeah.
I just pulled the boss. Yep. So we gotta run away. Run away.
2, 1.
No, our pet's got the bus.
No, I think that was Chin Lightning.
I figured it was.
I'm being choked.
No. Okay, he resets at that. Okay, I thought I was not gonna be able to
You saw
reset it.
that door closing and uh-oh.
But the ads are still pulled.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah,
this
we're
is
coming
better
back.
than it was.
I'm still in the room.
Well, no, I mean we're not as close to the fucking boss spawn. So, face pulling him is gonna be harder to do.
Challenge accepted.
We don't have time for that.
Asking for that.
We only got 15 minutes left.
Okay, fine.
We could do it.
We might. This is gonna be an interesting one. Hopefully Johnny's add-on that puts the markers on their heads doesn't override DVM in this one.
Oh, do you want me? Which markers is it gonna take?
I don't know. It's going to use markers, though. And DVM's going to... I don't know which ones.
Probably star and triangle, because I think we got targeted and marked during.
Well, we're going to need... we're going to need probably like 3 or 4 of them.
Turn it off.
Okay, all right, so... tanks are going to swap on 2 to 3 stacks of the Evolving Affliction. Then there is a debuff called Omega Vector. And this is like really the key to this whole fight. Okay, Omega Vector bounces between players and applies a stack of lingering infection on the players. Players with the Omega Vector should try not to stand next to each other when they have it. When the Omega Vector is on them, DVM should put a mark on your head. If you're standing next to another person with a mark on their head, get away from them, because we want to try and pass the Omega Vector around pretty equally. If you haven't gotten the Omega Vector or a lingering stack on you yet so far during the fight, maybe stand nearby somebody with the mark. hopefully it'll jump to you next. Players with extra stacks of the lingering infection, you may want to move away from the group a little bit, kind of step back from the group, because we're going to loosely stack behind the boss. And if you have like 2 stacks, but most everybody else is still on 1 stack, move back away from the group a little bit until you are in parity with the rest of the group. The idea is to not get too far ahead in your stacks because it will gradually kill you. So if we can spread that evenly amongst everybody, then we'll do pretty well. There's also Contagion. Contagion does a raid-wide pulse of damage. We won't notice it very much at the beginning of the fight. Towards the end of the fight, we may need some large healing cooldowns in order to survive that. There's also Gestate. Gestate's going to hit 1 player at a time, I think. And what Gestate does is it puts a debuff on you that other players need to get away from you. You need 5 yards of range. You need to get away from other players. Other players need to get away from you, both. So if you see a person with Gestate on them, move away from them. DBM will announce who gets Gestate on them. I saw that just in our little poll there with the boss. It hit Vader Gans. So just move away from whoever gets Gestate on them by a minimum of 5 yards.
What one is
the ad will Gestate will cause an ad to spawn on that person after it expires. All DPS need to switch to the ad and kill it as quickly as you can.
Real quick, the ad that spawns, is it tankable?
No.
Oh, actually, yeah. It says after the debuff is expired, Plague Amalgamation will spawn from that player. The ad needs to be picked up and quit.
Can it be picked up?
Yeah, it says it needs to be quickly picked up by the off tank.
Okay, so yeah, but we still have to kill it as fast as possible. All DPS need to switch to the ad when it spawns. Okay, so then when we get to phase 2, now this works on a timer. Okay, we have no control over when the phase goes. It's just going to be on a timer. The boss will melt into a pool of liquid on the floor. This is usually after the ad spawns. Okay, so after when the boss turns into a pool of liquid on the floor, he can't be damaged. So just ignore damaging the boss. But the boss is going to move through the room to the back of the room, like way over here, and he's going to be like a pool of goo on the floor, and he's going to shoot out these geysers of blood towards everybody, and you need to dodge them as best you can. And if you get hit by them, you're going to get more of the Omega Vector. You'll get another. Well, you'll actually just get a stack of lingering infection on you right away. If you get hit by the boss as he moves through the room to the other side, you don't dodge the boss, you'll get another stack of the lingering infection. The stacks of lingering infection is basically what's going to end up killing people. The other key note on this fight is there are going to be some red circles red rings that show up on the ground. 1 player needs to stand with decent health at the time. If your health is really low or you got a lot of stacks, you may want to avoid it. But 1 player needs to soak every single one of those circles. If they do not get soaked, we will spawn more ads, and then it will be a wipe. So soak every red circle. It's just a red ring on the ground. Just get in it, 1 person, and soak it. And then it's going to cycle back and forth between those 2 phases, and that's it. When the boss is up and standing and looking like he is right now, you can hit the boss unless there's an ad up. If there's an ad up, kill the boss, or kill the ad, and if there's none, kill the boss.
The ads only spawn in phase 1, correct?
That's unless somebody doesn't soak. If somebody doesn't
soak from the puddles, or do they spawn from the... Okay, yeah.
If you don't soak a puddle, it'll spawn an ad. So so we shouldn't get any more ads until the next phase. But basically it's going to be boss, kill ads, soak puddles, and do our best to try and mitigate and handle the infection. All right. Let's give this a go. Is the
putting the boss on
blue
skull,
square
tanking on square?
You're gonna tank him on square?
No, boss on skull, us on square. Tanks on square.
Oh,
the boss will be right where square.
Okay, so you want us like back here? So all right, hold on. Let me put another
gives
marker
you
down.
more room to spread out for stiff.
All right, the green marker is the general area that you should be loosely spread around. Remember, people with the markers on their head are the people that have the contagion on them, or the omega vector. So watch out for those people. You don't have to run away from them because we all need to get the lingering infections. It needs to pass to everybody. But just remember, if you get too many stacks, back up. All right, let's give it a try. Here we go.
5.
Last pull of the evening.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Amalgamation.
There's the ad. Kill the ad.
3 stacks on me.
Back on the boss.
3, 2, 1.
Vector on me.
Ad.
Switch to the ad. Back on the boss.
3, 2, 1.
Add. All right, he's going to liquefy, move to the sides. Kill the ad. All right, watch. All right, there's where you moved. Soak those. 1 person per.
Oh, do you have to stay in it? You said.
Stay in it till it goes away.
Okay. Oh, yeah. All right.
Soak those.
Sorry.
Drinking.
We have an ad.
He's back up. We have an ad though. Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Other ad up.
Yep, kill this ad.
Getting Casa up.
Tank down.
We have an ad up. Can you not taunt him?
Yeah, I was dead.
Oh, he was dead. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
I mean,
Ad coming out.
Another ad.
My rallying cry is up.
Can you trank flurry?
3, 2,
Cranking.
1.
Ad is up.
Tap, I'm innervating you. Shrinking
Thank
you.
you.
And it's up. Boss is gonna move. Just watch the boss try and dodge him. Oh, he's moving away from us. Okay, good.
Oh shit, I thought you were in it, Joe Boy.
I did get one back there.
There's one back here and someone needs to soak. I'm too low health.
Head in the back.
Shelly, you were in there. That wasn't fair.
Are innovating you.
Shrinking.
3, 2,
Lorelei, rallying cry, please.
Got it.
I think the ads have gotten out of control. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's a good look at that fight. And an awesome night, guys.
Yeah, it was 3 bosses.
Yeah, we got 3 bosses down. We'll be back on this boss tomorrow night.
Really good first pull.
Yep.
I'm going to put up a portal right where we respawn back here to Borealis.
That was fun.
Thanks, y'all.
But we can't do any more trickery.
Nah, there's no down the end. Except for I accidentally hit portal for myself. Just teleported out of there.
I got it.
I'm stoning.
I opened one.
I have one over here.
I clicked the wrong one.
I opened one right next to him. That's fine.
Oh no, I just grabbed one and here I am in Borealis, so I'm good.
Yeah, I clicked on teleport. I do that all the time.